Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again, man. And I know it's been a little minute. I've been real busy, man. Work has got me real busy, but that's a good thing because I'm out here grinding and getting things done. But you know how that goes. But looks like the Cowboys just waived Tarell Basham. Oh my God! In the words of my son. And it's funny because I think this is his new favorite phrase to say. Oh no, what happened? Oh my God. I like Tarell Basham. I really did. I love his fun nature. I love how, if you look at the sounds of the sideline, he was always with them. It's just the camaraderie of the team. Like, they all just seemed like they were having fun on the defensive line. But here's the thing. We have a lot of defensive linemen, especially a lot of DEs. And the Cowboys even went and got Takk McKinley. And I feel like Dan Quinn went and got all his Falcon guys, right? Because you had Tarell Basham. You got, not Tarell Basham. He wasn't one of them. But Takk McKinley and, Dante Fowler and stuff. So, again, we have all these defensive ends on this team that are like top 3 draft picks. Like Basham was a 3rd round draft pick. Takk McKinley was a former first round draft pick. And so was Dante Fowler. So you look at these guys that we have on this team and the depth that we have. I mean, it's so many guys that you got Sam Williams sitting on the bench, and Sam Williams is a guy that rushes the hell out of the passer, and like he's like a second Micah Parsons. He looks like Micah Parsons out there on the field. It's like, damn, did Micah Parsons play number 54 and 11? Like, come on. But I don't know what the reason why they waived Tarell Basham. Only thing I could think of is one of 2 or 3 things. One, we got a lot of defensive ends, so it's either, Takk McKinley was already brought up, but they just made him inactive for the game because I guess he wasn't quite ready to play yet, but I know he'll play against the Colts. It's ironic that they do get rid of Tarell Basham because he was a former 3rd round draft pick for the Colts, ironically. Then he went to the Jets and then came to the Cowboys. But I did like Tarell Basham. I really liked him, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll bring him back on the practice squad at some point if he clears waivers. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're bringing somebody off of IR. It could be James Washington. Who knows? Because they did say that James Washington is supposed to start his 21-day practice period so he can play. We only got 6 games left in the season, guys. Got the Colts up next. I think we play the Texans, and these next 3 games are going to be, well, I can't say going to be a breeze because this is the Cowboys, and the Cowboys have a tendency to lose games you don't think they're going to lose. So that's my segue into the next thing. So, so long for Tarell Basham. I'm pretty sure another team will pick him up. He didn't get a sack this year, but he had 3.5 last year. But he didn't play much. He only played 4 games this season. Because of injuries and things of that nature. Because he was on IR for the beginning of the season. But he's healthy now. But they released him. So maybe they'll bring him back if something happens, if another person gets injured. But we got a surplus of guys out there. We got a good rotation going on. Mike McCarthy for Coach of the Year, my man. But we'll get into that. But segue into what I was going to say, just to backtrack to that game real quick, because I didn't get a chance to really talk about it. I didn't like how we started the game. We played really sloppy, had a lot of penalties. We reverted kind of back to the way we were when we were doing a lot of penalties and turning over the ball. And, Dak can't throw those interceptions, and these receivers got to run the right routes. And, it's just a lot of things miscues that happen in the game. That Giants team had a lot of injuries. You had a lot of starters out. They were playing a lot of 2nd and 3rd team guys. So, they fixed it at halftime, and they got back to the Cowboys that they needed to be, but it shouldn't have been that close. And you should have never been behind by 6 points to begin with, period. When you're playing the Giants full strength, yes, I get it. But they weren't full strength. They were missing a lot of guys. And they did contain Saquon Barkley, and they did contain the running quarterback, as we call him, Daniel Dimes. So Daniel Jones. So, but anyway, with that being said, I just look at it like this. I understand that they played 3 games in 12 days. Part of that probably has something to do with it. That and the fact that they didn't practice between Sunday and Thursday because they were just coming off of that win the week prior. So I understand. But you lose to the Packers. You win those 2 games. They did win 2 out of the 3. I'm happy. You are now firmly entrenched in 2nd place. The Giants are in 3rd, and the Commanders are in 4th. Now, the Commanders are starting to win. This division is shaping up real interesting. We've gone from the NFC least to the NFC beast. If we were to stop and go to the playoffs right now, every team in a division will go to the playoffs. Every team. I don't think, I got to go back and look at the history. Has that ever happened in the NFC East where every team in the division went to the playoffs? Has that ever happened? I need to go back and look at that for the next video. And I'll let y'all know on the look back. Or if you already know, you can put it in the comment box and we'll talk about it on the next video. Or my next live stream, either one. But that's the crazy thing. The fact that the Commanders are all of a sudden playing better with Taylor Heineke. The Giants have played well this year. The Cowboys have been up and down, but they played pretty well this year. And, of course, the Eagles have played very well this year. I got to give the Eagles their flowers. They've been really good. But we know their weaknesses, right? I think that the best team that could beat the Eagles is us. Now, the thing that frustrates me is the fact that every team in the division beat the Packers except for us. That's alarming. And I will say this. Aaron Rodgers had a vendetta against the Cowboys because he knew that his old coach was coming back. And in his mind, he was thinking, ain't no way in hell I'm about to lose to my old coach. So that and the fact that we didn't play up to par. We went in there underestimating them, and that's what we can't do. Dallas is a team that sometimes plays to the talent of the team that they're playing. We can't do that. We have to be on our game all the time. I know that teams have bad games. I get that. But this inconsistency that we have, like one game we're tearing teams up and another we're barely winning or we're losing. So you have to find some consistency there because we don't know whether we're a Viking type of team or a Packer type team. We're somewhere in between there. I say that, and on the other hand, we're still a top 5 team in the NFL right now, which is crazy. We're like 3rd or 4th, depending on how you arrange your teams. Still, what are we, the 3rd best record in the NFC and the 4th best record in the whole NFL? We got to keep it up. And you got to win the games you're supposed to win. We got the Colts up next. You're playing against a coach that's inexperienced in Jeff Saturday. You better beat them goddamn Colts. You got to. If you want to be a playoff team, you got to go in there and beat the Colts. You definitely got to beat the Texans. So get it done. That's all I'm saying. Get it done. So again, Tarell Basham was released. So like I said, we got a surplus of guys, but who knows? Are they making way for Odell Beckham? Are they making way for James Washington to come back? It could be anything. So, but we'll find out the latter by this weekend what that move will be because they're at 52 players right now. They haven't made any moves yet outside of releasing Tarell Basham. Now, one more thing with this Odell Beckham. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of hearing about it. Y'all know how I am. I don't like to beat dead horses because you keep talking about it. So I'm the type of person like, okay, I'll talk about it when they do it. Make the move, right? So it started out with Odell Beckham being the Cowboys and between the Cowboys and the Giants. This game against the Giants was the Odell Beckham Bowl. Whoever wins get Odell Beckham. That's what they said. Then Odell has that situation on the airplane. Jerry Jones came out and said that it didn't matter to him what that situation was. But do we really need Odell Beckham? Do we want Odell Beckham? what does it mean to have Odell Beckham? There's positives to having Odell Beckham, and there's negatives to having Odell Beckham. We already know what they are. The positives are he helps his team out. The negatives are getting him will make Kellen Moore want to throw the ball and forget the run game. Getting him will cause maybe some drama around the team because not Odell Beckham himself, but the drama that is around Odell Beckham and him being at the Star, and it's just it may become a distraction. Not necessarily him, but the things around him may become a distraction. So those are some of the negatives. So there's positives and negatives. Another negative is the money that he wants. The money that he wants is a direct effect on how your future is with the Dallas Cowboys, meaning how are you going to pay CeeDee Lamb? How are you going to pay Diggs in the future? How are you going to pay Micah Parsons? You got some contracts coming up in the next couple of years, or next year, and the next couple of years that you're going to need to pay these guys, and you're going to have that money. If you spend that money on Odell, you're going to be losing some guys in free agency. You don't want that. So, if he brings his price down, that'll be different. Now, have we been winning with the guys we have now? Hell yeah. We've been using 12 and 13 personnel with our tight ends. It's been awesome. When we do that, it helps our run game. We've been doing very well with that. If Kellen Moore just stays consistent, if he would, and just sticks with that, we will win damn near every game. We got 6 more games. I looked at the schedule. There's no reason why we can't win the rest of these games. The hardest game we got is the Eagles, and that's Christmas Eve. After that, everything is, you should win every game. You shouldn't have any more losses. Period. So, with that being said, y'all, I just look at this and I just say we need to just focus, stay pat, do what we need to do. If we get Odell, we get Odell. I'm just tired of talking about it. It's starting to get old, like that Earl Thomas talk. Remember when Earl Thomas was a free agent? Everybody wanted Earl Thomas, and people didn't realize that he wasn't the same Earl Thomas. Is Odell Beckham the same Odell Beckham, though? I kind of don't trust the guy that had 2 ACL tears in the same knee. Is he going to be 100%? We have 6 games left. If he comes in, he's still got to ramp up. That's 2 games missed. He got 4 more to go. Is he even going to play this year? If you sign Odell Beckham, it's more than likely going to be for next season. It ain't going to be for now. So you're going to have to sign him to a multi-year deal off the break. So, anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment box, man. It's your boy E2 Blue. Have a great day. Peace out.